At that time, in 1775, George Washington by the British government was called as terrorist number one. Later on, America gets its freedom and they make United States of America. And the first president of that country is George Washington. Imagine, terrorist number one becomes the president of USA. Same person, same activity, two different labels. We have several such examples. We know about Nelson Mandela by the previous white apartheid government, the South African government. They imprisoned Nelson Mandela in Robben Islands for more than 25 years. They called him terrorist number one. When South Africa gets its freedom, Nelson Mandela is released. He stands for election and is elected as the president of South Africa. Imagine terrorist number one becomes the president of South Africa. And a few years later, he gets the Nobel Prize for Peace. Not that Nelson Mandela was bad and he became good. For the same activities for which the white government called him a terrorist, the Nobel Committee gave him a Nobel Prize for Peace. Same activity, same person, two different labels. So now we come to know that whoever is in power, whatever he says, the label gets stuck. We have the prime ministers of Israel, previous. Terrorist, they get Nobel Prize for Peace. Now you have one person who wants the Nobel Prize for Peace desperately, Donald Trump. Desperate for Nobel Prize of Peace. He stopped the war between India and Pakistan. Now he stopped the war between Iran and Israel. Nobel Prize, he wants the Nobel Prize.